Okay, class, it's time for our favorite activity. No, it's show and tell time. Blossom, it's your turn.
Yes! Thank you, Miss Keene. Hello, class. As you already know, I'm Blossom, and I prepared a little presentation about myself. In this presentation, I will be covering who I am, things I like, and my special wish. I am the leader of a team of crime-fighting superheroes. My sisters, Bubbles, Buttercup, and I have committed ourselves to fighting the forces of evil right here in the city of Townsville. As you know, Townsville has its share of crime. As you can see here, the majority of our time is spent fighting crime. Moving on, I will now discuss things I like. I like using my superpowers, especially my ice breath. It's gotten me out of some jams, and it's gotten me into trouble. Regardless, my breath is always fresh. It's cool. Another superpower I like is flying. I like flying because it's good for the environment, it's easier than taking the bus, and it always sets me up for a dramatic entrance. Some other things I like are reading books and playing dress-up with my sisters. There's nothing like a good, relaxing game of dress-up after a long day of saving the world. Roar! Help us!
Fly, 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 fly. Pow, bye, 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 bye.
Lastly, I have one special wish. That wish is that all the good stuff we do will inspire the children of the world to follow our lead and feed the homeless, help a child from a third world country, and do all their homework. So, in summary, I'm Blossom, I fight crime, I have ice breath, and I like to play dress-up. Thank you! Oh, and I like pink!
Okay, who's next? Buttercup?
I'm Buttercup. I have green eyes, a green dress, and superpowers. Thank you very much. The end.
Buttercup.
All right. But before I say anything else, I'd like to remind everyone that show and tell is for sissies. And so is picking your nose. And eating it.
Children! How about you talk about something positive?
Yeah, I guess so. Roll the film. Sometimes on the weekends, I like to volunteer at Townsville Prison.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, I like to stand outside the gate and hand out knuckle sandwiches to all the hungry inmates. It gives me a warm feeling like I'm making a difference in the community. I also enjoy hanging out with my sisters, and even Bubbles. I also enjoy beating up Mojo Jojo and kicking Fuzzy Lumpkins and thrashing him and squashing the Amoeba Boys and gouging the Gangrene Gang and pummeling Princess and playing dodgeball. I don't like Mojo Jojo, Fuzzy Lumpkins, Big Blowfish Monster, Mojo's Robot Thingy, the Boogeyman, or the Big Octopus Monster.
Buttercup! Isn't there something else you'd like to share with us?
Oh yeah, what I really don't like is when people see us flying around the town and they say, "Hey look, there's the PowerPuff Girls! It's PowerPuff Girls! There's nothing powdery about us! So if any of you wanna..."
Buttercup, how about you share something happy with us?
Saving the world is cool and everyone should try to do it at least once a day. Or at least stay out of our way. Thank you very much. The end.
Okay, class. Now it's Bubbles' turn for show and tell. Bubbles?
Hello, my name is Bubbles, and I guess you knew that already because I am in your class. Well, okay, I have taken the time to draw a pretty short story about me. Duh! Once upon a time, I was a Powerpuff Girl, and Professor Utonian made us in his lab out of sugar and spice and everything nice. Some other things that are nice are ponies and flowers and fluffy clouds. Clouds are pretty too. I'm lucky because I can fly. And sometimes my sisters and I fly through the pretty clouds. And sometimes the clouds look like ponies and hearts and other pretty fluffy clouds. And
That's nice, Bubbles, but why don't you tell the class what it's like to save the world?
okay, so sometimes there's like really evil bad guys like Mojo Jojo. He's a monkey, but not like a happy fuzzy monkey in the zoo. He's kind of like an evil mad monkey with evil guns and giant robots to take over Townsville. So sometimes I have to kick him really hard in the head. But only when he's bad, because sometimes I like to play with him, because after all, he is a monkey. And we play jump rope and sing songs, and then I feel bad because I kicked him in the head. But then I remember, wait a minute, you are an evil monkey, and I kick him in the head again! So, that is how I help save the world with my sisters, the Powerpuff Girls. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, and then after my homework is done, I like to color. Sometimes I color red flowers and yellow flowers, and then I take my pictures to school and show them for show and tell. And at show and tell, I talk about coloring and ponies and clouds and
Thank you very much, Bubbles. That was a lot of information. That's a lot of sharing for one day. Thank you.
What's your best connection? Your best connection to the Powerpuff Girls. PowerpuffGirls.com. Games, web premiere tunes, clips, storyboards, downloadables, Powerpuff stuff, whenever you want it, at PowerpuffGirls.com. Connecting the world before bedtime.
Blossom, being the smart one, what's it like?
Oh, I think it's a great honor. And no, wait. Actually, I think those labels are lame. The smart one always means the boring one. And I'm not boring. I'm a fiery redhead. And who made Bubbles the cute one? I'm cute. Look at this bow. And what makes Buttercup the tough one? Tell that to the monsters I beat up. I'm smart, cute, and tough. I'm the whole package.
Okay. Being a superhero, do you feel the need for a cool catchphrase?
Not really. My actions speak louder than words. Unless my words are... Hey, maybe one of those could be my catchphrase.
Blossom, your secret. What is it?
I find inspiration from the world's many female superheroes, like Wonder Woman and Hawk Girl and... Wonder Woman...
So, what's next for Blossom?
Let's see. There's a meteor headed for Townsville. Gotta stop that. I need to clean my room. Stop a giant bug from eating downtown. And do my homework. We're learning fractions.
Anything else you want to say?
I would like everyone to know that I am dedicated to keeping Townsville safe from the clutches of evil. Especially evil monkeys. Hopefully that's the last of them. I have my fingers crossed. If I had fingers.
Bubbles, being the cute one. What is that like?
Well, I wouldn't say that. I know so many cute people. My sisters and the mayor and Mojo. He's kind of cute. Sorta. Maybe he's not so cute.
I'm standing right here.
Oops.
Most superheroes are afraid to show emotion, but you aren't. You are not afraid to cry.
Who says I cry? I don't cry. Maybe it was something in my eye. I have pretty big eyes, you know.
Yeah, that's true. In fact, the newspaper once called you and your sisters bug-eyed freaks.
They are little freaks, aren't they?
Why would they do that? That's really mean. I seem to be getting something in my eye again.
Oh, there. How do you answer those people who say you're not as tough as your sisters?
I'm tough. I'm just as tough as they are. Want me to beat up Mojo Jojo? I'll do it.
What did I do?
Maybe another time. What is next for Bubbles?
Well, I think I'm gonna go coloring my coloring books and maybe take a nap and, do some tough things like fight monsters. Yeah, and beat up Mojo Jojo. Hey, you want a piece of me? And then maybe color some more?
Oh, isn't Isn't she a pumpkin? Thanks, Bubbles. Goodbye. So, Buttercup, what do you enjoy most about being a Powerpuff Girl?
I get to use my fists. A lot.
Any villains in particular you like using them on?
Oh man, where do I start? Well, there's Mojo Jojo, love punching that chimp. And the Green Gang are always hungry for knuckle sandwiches. But lately, my favorite punching bag would have to be Rocco Sacco. He thinks he's so tough. Ooh, look at me in my scary gloves.
You're known as the tough one. But what about your sensitive side?
What about it?
Nothing. So, with all of that unsensitive fighting, do you worry about injuries?
Nah, and I'll let you in on a little secret. Neither does Bubbles. Because when you see her doing the real dangerous stuff, it's actually me in a blonde wig. Hey!
You and the girls have such cute names. Was it a special moment when the professor named you?
So, we have Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup, because it also begins with a B.
Next question.
Townsville tabloids have linked you and Mitch Mitchelson romantically.
Can Buttercup sit over here?
Any truth to the rumor?
Actually, we're just good friends. Boys are gross.
So, what's next for Buttercup?
Wanna arm wrestle?
Oh, gee, look at the time. See you later, Buttercup. Greetings, Mojo.
Greetings.
Jojo.
Yes, greetings.
You're always doing mean things. Do you worry about being labeled as a bad guy?
I'd have to say... No! I'm not worried, because I am a bad guy. A super villain, to be precise. Nice job preparing for the interview. That was sarcasm, by the way. I really do not think you did a thorough job preparing for this interview.
But wouldn't you rather use that big brain for good, not evil?
Let me explain. I was a cute little lab assistant until the professor turned me into a freak, and for that injustice, I will one day rule the world. But not in a nice ruling way. Okay, me! Evil, an evil way. That's my thing.
What scares Mojo Jojo?
Scares me. Frightens me. Scram! Rotten Bubbles.
What is next for Mojo Jojo?
Jail time.
Greetings, Mr. Mayor.
Greetings and salutations.
So, what was mayoring like before the Powerpuff Girls arrived on the scene?
Oh yeah, the good old days. What a delight! Buildings demolished, rampant crime and mayhem, harassed by hoodlums like Grubber. It was like being sprayed by a fresh spring mist. Oh, happy days! Actually, it stank on ice! Can I say that?
Yeah, go ahead. We'll bleep it in post. What is one of your worst memories from those early days?
Worst memory? I don't really have any, Ah! The pickle cart! Poor Cuco! Poor Pickles! Rotten Powerpuff Girls! Hey! Then that is my impression of what Mojo Jojo would say if he were mayor and loved pickles. Pretty good, huh, girls?
Mr. Mayor, do you consider yourself tough on crime?
Oh, you bet I am. My dialing finger is sore from calling the Powerpuff Girls all day long.
Actually, there's no number to dial. It's a direct line.
Then why's my finger so sore?
What do you enjoy most about being mayor?
Oh, definitely the groupies. I haven't met any yet, but I'm ready. Come on, groupies.
Mayor, how do you feel about the rumors that Cerebellum is the brains behind the mayor?
Oh, rumors, schmoomers. I am the brains that Miss Bellum's behind is in front of. No, wait, that's not right. Miss Bellum is behind my brains except when she's standing in front of me. Then I can't see because she's tall.
You lost me, Mr. Mayor.
What was the question again?
What's next for Mr. Mayor?
So, Miss Bellum, can you tell me what's next for me? Miss Bellum? Well, I guess signing autographs for groupies. Have you seen any? I'm ready to fend them off.
Oh, I'm sure you are. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Hello? Hi? Hello? You know, I was in the movie too.
Oh, really? All right, which part?
Oh, I was an extra. I play man who gets spit on by a flying monkey and runs screaming into a wall. Can we roll that clip? I was going for panic, frightened, and then unconscious.
Very believable.
The way I see it, extras make a movie extra good.
Yeah. What was it like working with the Powerpuff Girls?
Oh, they're great. Well, I never really got to meet them, but I love those guys. And to think my parents wanted me to be a coal miner. I didn't want to mine coal all day.
Instead, you wanted to be spit on by a flying monkey and run into a wall.
Hey, that's showbiz, right?
So what's next for you?
Oh boy, let's see. I play man in restaurant in an upcoming Dexter's Laboratory, hoping that they don't cut that scene. I'm up for a role in Samurai Jack as evil minion number 4. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Hiya!
Hey, sounds, extra good! Thank you, extra guy.
Shortly before the Powerpuff Girls movie was released, Extra Guy's scene was cut. Sorry, Extra Guy.
Hey, Bubbles, why don't you check the messages? Okay.
You have 341 new messages. First message.
Powerpuff Girls, Townsville's in trouble.
Second message. Third message. Fourth message.
Catch all new adventures of the Powerpuff Girls. A lot of them.
The Powerpuff Girls, Sunday at 8 and 8:30 on Cartoon Network.
Hello, Mayor here, and I'm here to tell you about .com Pick. It's this computer thingy that's all the rage, I think. It's on the internet, or is it the web? You'll need to type in some W's, and then throw in some dots, and then we're in sort of a gray area.
Go to CartoonNetwork.com and choose from 3 cartoons at .com Pick. Then tune in every Friday night to see if your pick won.
Miss Bellum! Sell 4,000 shares of Amalgamated Steel and Barley, and buy that pony I always wanted, and then sell it, and then buy it again. Oh, who is this? Greetings, and welcome to City Hall, the epicenter of Townsville politics. I'm the mayor, and as you can tell, I'm a very big man. But I always make plenty of time for the little people. Through the miracle of modern technology, I have prepared a special presentation, if I can find it, welcoming you to the wondrous city of Townsville. Let me show you some of my duties as Townsville's finest mayor. The city of Townsville, and what a city it is! State-of-the-art sports stadiums, a big museum with fancy pictures and junk, supersonic public transportation, 6-star restaurants, world-class educational kindergartens, evil volcano-top observatories, stores filled with thingamahinkies and doodads, and a big giant 6-eyed fish beast, bowling, and a virtual melting pot of foreign-type people living in peace and harmony. And in the center of it all, the mayor! I have gathered all you citizens of Townsville here to say, you're welcome. I return your love. Yes, the mayor is the most important part of the whole city. Without me, I mean him, none of it would be possible. Every day he busies himself with the most crucial political decisions and other mayor stuff. Some people think that the mayor's job is all kissing hands and shaking babies. I make a lot of important phone calls to Townsville's most powerful citizens. Powerpuff Girls, Townsville is being squashed, squished, swooshed. Hello? The giant alligator? Yes, I'd like one large with pepperoni. Powerpuff Girls? Oh, I'm fine. Never better. Thanks for asking. Mojo Jojo is destroying Soho with his giant robo. So as you can see, without my superior leadership, the city of Townsville would be nothing but a hoop-dee-doo muckety-muck. Thank heavens for the mayor, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow. Oh, Miss Bellum, schedule a parade in my honor, which nobody can deny.
Greetings, kind viewer. It took you long enough to find this part of the DVD where I, Mojo Jojo, have been waiting for you to visit and get to know me in my home, where I have been expecting you to come. What were you, scared? Sorry, would you care for a cold drink? Perhaps a diet cola or some fresh squeezed juices, not from concentrate. I have just been shopping and have many liquid libations, which is to say soft drinks, which I can offer you to drink and enjoy and quench your thirst with. Please excuse the mess, though. I am having my guest bathroom sterilized. Now that you have made yourself at home in my evil lair, listen. While I tell you a little about myself so that you can know more about me. My story is a sad but heroic, ripe for miniseries epic saga. Summarized here in a highly entertaining personal retrospective video presentation. I started as but an assistant helper monkey in Professor Utonium's laboratory, until an ironic thing happened which you never would have thought would happen, but did. The explosion of Chemical X. Thus, the Powerpuff Girls were born, which also caused my simian brain to mutate and grow. But my superior intellect was no match for their cute little superpowers. Thus, little Jojo was forced to live on his own. On that day, I decided to commit my life to the total destruction of the Powerpuff Girls and became Mojo Jojo! That is me. With my highly developed brain, I was free to do what I wanted, so naturally I tried my hand as a hibachi chef. It's good work if you can get it. And I could. So I did. But it didn't fulfill me. So I moved on to pursue a career caring for children as an au pair. Hey, you kids, get out of my moat. It is not made to be played in. Which is to say a nanny. I love kids, but I have determined to wait for my own someday.
Sorry, dude.
So I moved on. After several more attempts to become an upstanding citizen of the city of Townsville, I realized that I'm destined to be an evil simian, not a good Samaritan. Get it? It's a play on words. So this is when I focused all of my oversized brain powers on destroying the very superheroes whose freakish creation forced me to be the evil-doing villain I am today, the Powerpuff Girls! As you can see, I have been quite successful at fighting the forces of good in this city of good deed doers. I have made them bark like dogs, which was very satisfying. Professionally. There was also the time when I created 3 little boys in the image of the 3 little girls whom I have sworn to destroy. That was another huge success. A big hit at evil parties. I digress. My work has given me a lifetime of laughter, happiness, and satisfaction, knowing that I, Mojo Jojo, reigned supreme over Townsville, which is to say, I have dominance over any and all citizens who dare to challenge me with their citizenship. I am one bad dude, a #1 monkey in charge. All will bow before the great and knowledgeable. What is this? Someone is hacked into my personal retrospective video presentation! Lies! Lies, I tell you! Curses! Well, like I was saying. In conclusion, I have dominated the entire world, and you are all my faithful servants. Goodbye. Please drive safely.
To
the people have spoken, and the new cartoon is Billy and Mandy. Congratulations, and welcome to Cartoon Network, Billy and Mandy. You will have your own show named after you, of course, on Cartoon Network. And you will have lots of toys and action figures named after you. Oh, and executive suites. Oh, I do love the executive suites. Such comfortable beds. I do love being mayor.
Powerpuff Girls. They all kick bad guy Fanny, but only one of them speaks squirrel. The Powerpuff Girls, tonight at 11 on Cartoon Network. It's been a long week at work, and you're ready for a few days off.
The human race will bow down to me. Oh.
I guess you'll be working the weekend. It's 3 full hours of the Powerpuff Girls, starting Saturday at 3 on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, it's the Powerpuff Girls, followed by Dexter's Laboratory on Cartoon Network. Nice job, girls, but can you handle this? This is Bubbles, with the building blocks to a better tomorrow. This is Buttercup, who's just a pain in the bucket sometimes. The Powerpuff Girls will return. Excuse me, Evil. It's ladies first.
Coming up next, it's Scooby-Doo, followed by the Powerpuff Girls on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, it's the Powerpuff Girls, followed by Dexter's Laboratory on Cartoon Network.
The Powerpuff Girls have the critics talking. Perfect. Here, these girls may be the role models of the new millennium.
What's a millennium, Mom?
1,000 years.
Thanks.
Ow. The Powerpuff Girls, tonight at 11:30.
Coming up next, it's the Powerpuff Girls, followed by the What a Cartoon Show on Cartoon Network.
Miss Kane, may we be excused to save the world?
Not till you finish that spelling test.
Okay.
Very good.
You two okay over there?
Yeah.
On this month's Happy Meal menu, refuel your superpowers with a delicious seared chicken snack wrap and a toy from Ben 10 Alien Force or the Powerpuff Girls.
Once upon a time, there were 3 beautiful girls, Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup, who went to Pokey Oaks kindergarten, and they were each assigned hazardous crayon drawing duties. But I took them away from all that, and now they work for me. My name is Professor Utonium. Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup, a.k.a. the Powerpuff Girls, only on the crime-busting, sugar-crusting Cartoon Network.